The scene shifts and we see the instructors watching a fight in the test room. The fight was between Helmut and Charlotte. Our boy used his sword to push Charlotte back. He stretched out his sword and rushed to attack the pretty girl. When our boy's sword got close to her, Charlotte bent her head and dodged it. She tried to attack Helmut from below. When Charlotte's sword got close to his face, our boy used his leg to kick it out of her hand. Charlotte was shocked to see this. While trying to feel her hand, Charlotte accepted her defeat. Instructor Patricia looked at Ethan for his response. Ethan nodded at the instructor. The moment he did this, Patricia commended the students on their duel. She asked them to wait while the instructors decide their grades. Helmut put his wooden sword down and accepted the instructions. Before stepping out of the room, our boy looked at Charlotte. He remembered what happened at the restaurant. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the restaurant. Inside the restaurant, Aaliyah had asked Charlotte if she recognizes her. Charlotte was surprised to hear this question. She believed that it was natural for everyone to know the top student of the magic department. She told Aaliyah that she feels honored to meet her. Aaliyah was surprised to hear this. She turned around and decided to return to her seat. Helmut did not understand why Aaliyah stood up to introduce herself. The moment Aaliyah turned around, Charlotte began to blush. The pretty girl did not understand why she was acting unusual. Upon seeing how Charlotte behaved, Sion told his friends that none of them will ever get a girlfriend as long as they hang out with Aaliyah. Asuka was annoyed to hear this. Helmut looked up at Aaliyah. He noticed that the mage was staring at him. Aaliyah quickly stopped staring when her eyes met with Helmut's eyes. Our boy understood the message Aaliyah was trying to pass across to him. He believed that Aaliyah was right about Charlotte. Helmut assumed that Charlotte was trying to become friends with him in order to get close to Aaliyah. He decided to watch himself. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the test room. Our boy decided to be careful in revealing his secret. Although Charlotte and Helmut looked alike, there was no proof that he and the girl were actually related to each other. Our boy realized that it will not be smart for him to easily reveal things about himself. He decided to keep his distance from Charlotte. While it was important for our boy to learn the truth about his heritage, he knew that it was more important for him to focus on becoming stronger. Helmut wanted to gain the strength that would allow him push through any obstacles. In the next scene, we see Asuka resting in the private room. The mad dog was assuring himself that he would not get suspended for the other half of the semester. While Asuka was talking to himself, Helmut stepped into the room. He asked Asuka about what would happen if he does not get suspended. Asuka screamed when he heard Helmut's voice. He told our boy that it is good to make some noise when he steps into a room. The mad dog sat down and told Helmut not to mind him. He asked our boy about his duel with Charlotte. Due to the fact that Helmut returned late to the room, Asuka asked him if he had a hard time fighting Charlotte. With a condescending look in his eyes, Helmut told Asuka that the duel ended quite early. He told him that he is late because the instructors were scolding him for ending the match so quickly. Asuka was annoyed to see the look in Helmut's eyes. He told our boy that he is becoming more like Aaliyah. Due to how calm Asuka was, Helmut could tell that Asuka's match was good. The mad dog urged our boy to start studying. He told Helmut that he has to prepare thoroughly for his theory exam in order to not disappoint Aaliyah. Immediately he said this, Aaliyah appeared behind him and told Helmut that Asuka is right. Asuka was terrified to hear Aaliyah's voice. He did not understand why Helmut and Aaliyah were trying to scare him. Aaliyah asked Helmut if his next subject is understanding of magic. Our boy told her that it is. The mage asked Helmut to open a textbook. She told him that she wants to do one last checkup. Our boy believed that it would not be smart for them to study since Aaliyah still had an exam. Aaliyah told Helmut that she has already done her exam. She told our boy that he needs to focus on himself in order to help her. Before Helmut and Aaliyah started their session, Asuka asked Aaliyah about Sion. Aaliyah did not understand why Asuka would be asking her about Sion. She told the mad dog that Sion is probably too busy studying for his own exam. Asuka said that Sion has zero sense of responsibility. While Asuka and Aaliyah were talking, Helmut began to think about something. Aaliyah decided to stop talking to Asuka. She asked Helmut to stop looking around. She asked him to get his textbook. Helmut stopped thinking and rushed to get his book. Our girl noticed that Helmut was not acting like his usual self. She asked him to tell her if something is wrong. Helmut asked the mage if she really hates the idea of running 100 laps round the field. Aaliyah told Helmut that she does not like the idea at all. She told him that she hates losing a bet more than anything. She told our boy that she wants to be thorough with the subject. Aaliyah believed that it is not a bad deal for Helmut if he tops his class. With a confident look on his face, Asuka asked Helmut to work hard. He told our boy that he will have a hard time beating him in the theory exam. With a look of disgust on her face, Aaliyah asked Asuka to leave. She told the mad dog that he will get in the way of their revision. Asuka was annoyed to hear this. He asked Aaliyah if she rented the entire room. Aaliyah explained to Asuka that she cannot reveal her strategy to her enemy before the battle. Asuka told her that she can leave with Helmut if she does not like the situation. Helmut was surprised to see the two bickering. He did not know what to do. Aaliyah asked Asuka to walk out by himself before she throws him outside. Asuka asked her to do her best. Our boy realized that he will never get the time to train if the two continue to argue. After Asuka left the room, Aaliyah gave our boy a test. Helmut carefully answered the questions he was given. After reading his answers, Aaliyah nodded at our boy. Helmut was relieved to see that Aaliyah was okay with his answers. The scene shifts and we are taken to a hall. Inside the hall, we see students seated. The instructor in charge told the students that they have 2 hours for their exam. He asked them to begin. Helmut quickly began his exam. While writing his papers, our boy noticed an odd question on his paper. Helmut was asked to say what he would do if he accidentally acquires forbidden dark powers. According to the question, Helmut would die if he loses his power. Our boy was asked to describe what he would do in such a situation. The scene shifts and we see our boy return to the private reading room. Aaliyah asked him about how his exam was. Helmut was surprised to see Aaliyah in the reading room. He told her that his exam was good. According to Helmut, the questions were exactly the way Aaliyah expected. Our boy told Aaliyah that he saw a unique question in the exam. Aaliyah became curious about the question. She asked Helmut to tell her the question. Our boy told Aaliyah about the weird question he saw. He told her about how he was asked to describe what he would have done. The mage explained to our boy that the instructor for the subject likes to give such questions once in a while. She told Helmut that he will not lose a point as long as he gave a reasonable answer. Aaliyah asked our boy to tell her about what he wrote. With a horrifying look on his face, Helmut told Aaliyah that he would accept the dark power and find a way to wield it. Aaliyah was shocked to see the look on our boy's face. She quickly regained her composure and told Helmut that his answer was not bad. She told him that Instructor Ruxin will not hate his answer. Our boy asked Aaliyah to tell him how she would have answered the question. Aaliyah knew that the best answer would be for one to find a solution at the temple. This is because dark power falls under the temple's jurisdiction. The average noble would have written such an answer, but Aaliyah is different. The mage told Helmut that she would have written the same answer as him. She explained to him that she is willing to make the temple her enemy. Our boy was shocked to hear this. He told Aaliyah that she can seriously become an enemy of the temple. Aaliyah was not bothered by this. She explained to our boy that the Temple of Lumen is ruthless when it comes to things involving dark power. The mage knew that the temple would kill her if she voluntarily reports herself. She told Helmut that the best thing to do is to look for a solution by himself. Aaliyah commended Helmut on his theory exam. She told him that he has a high chance of topping the class. She warned our boy not to speak about topics relating to dark power outside. The academy is a place of learning, so such debates are allowed. However, one will be reported if they speak on such things outside. Helmut did not need Aaliyah to tell him this. He already knew about it. The scene shifts and we see students gathered at a bulletin board. At Greta Academy, exam results are displayed publicly in the central plaza. This is done in order to provoke the competitive spirit of the nobles who highly value their reputations. It is a system that works perfectly well. When Helmut arrived at the plaza, he noticed that the result of the magic department had been released. Helmut decided to check for Aaliyah's position. When our boy looked at the board, he saw Aaliyah's name at the top. Aaliyah took the first place with a perfect score of 100. Sion took the second position with a score of 93.2. Helmut was not surprised to see this. He already expected Aaliyah to be first place. Our boy felt bad for Sion. He knew how hard Sion studied. Although Helmut felt bad for his friend, he assumed that Sion will accept his loss because it was not the first time he would lose to Aaliyah. When our boy turned around, he saw his friend staring at the board with a look of shock on his face. Sion could not comprehend what he was seeing. He did not understand how it was possible for Aaliyah to get a perfect score. Aaliyah appeared behind Sion and asked him about why she cannot get a perfect score. Sion turned around and asked Aaliyah to tell him what she did. Sion knew that the subject known as Understanding of Spirit was just introduced in the semester. He was certain that he was above Aaliyah since he is an elemental mage. Upon hearing what Sion said, Aaliyah placed her hand on his shoulder. With a condescending look in her eyes, Aaliyah told Sion that 3 months is enough time for her to finish one academy subject. Sion snapped when he heard this. He could not believe that Aaliyah beat him in his own subject. Several girls surrounded Aaliyah and congratulated her for her position. Sion wallowed in shame. He realized that he chose the wrong opponent. He decided to focus his attention on the bet. He told Aaliyah that she has not yet won the fight. He reminded her that they still need to see who won the bet. When Sion looked at the board, he saw Helmut at the top of the list. Asuka was second position. Helmut got 98 points and Asuka got 97 points. Sion lost hope when he saw this. While Sion was grieving, our boy looked at his score in disbelief. He could not believe that his efforts actually paid off. Aaliyah saw how Helmut was lost in shock. She congratulated him on his achievement. Our boy smiled and thanked her. The moment Helmut thanked Aaliyah, Asuka arrived at the plaza. He was surprised to see that he lost to Helmut by 1 point. Aaliyah asked the mad dog to tell her why he is not angry. Asuka told the girl that he feels sad. He told her that he is okay with losing his position to Helmut. He pointed at our boy and told him that he will not get another chance again. He told Helmut that he will win without anyone's help next time. While Asuka was talking to Helmut, Sion grabbed his clothes. He called the mad dog a traitor. Sion believed that Asuka lost on purpose because he wanted to see him get punished. Asuka was annoyed to hear this. He told Sion that he did not do anything like that. The mad dog reminded Sion that he was the one who initiated the bet. He asked the mage to honor the bet. While on his knees, Sion begged Helmut and Aaliyah. He told them that 100 laps round the field would kill him. He asked them to assist him by reducing the amount of laps. Helmut told Sion that 100 laps cannot kill a human. Sion was annoyed to hear this. He told Helmut that he is a normal human. Sion decided to appeal to Aaliyah. He reminded Aaliyah that she is also a mage. He told her that she has a terrible stamina. He begged Aaliyah to reduce the laps to 50. Aaliyah was surprised to see Sion on his knees. She found this exciting. With a cocky look on her face, Aaliyah moved close to Sion's ear. She told him that they are not close enough to help each other. She reminded Sion that he was worried about his weight he got from his late-night snacks. She told the mage that the 100 laps will help him get in shape. Sion realized that he was doomed when he heard this. He fell on the ground and began to cry. In the next scene, we see Sion running round the field at night. Helmut watched his friend in order to make sure that he would not stop running. Sion cursed his friends as he ran round the field. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 29 of this recap, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.